Welcome to Modern Rentals. Today we're going to take a look at the new Husqvarna 564XP fuel-injected chainsaw. We're going to get an early look at it before it's released. So today we're going to have some special guests come in. We're going to have our territory rep along with a representative from Husqvarna who's going to bring in the new 564, and they're going to give us an early look at it. We're going to give our customers an opportunity to handle the saw, ask questions directly to the factory rep, and see what they think about it. Maybe we'll get some interviews with these people and get an opinion on it. So who is Modern Rentals, you might be asking? Well, we are a rental center in Ripon, Wisconsin. We're also an outdoor power equipment dealer, and one of the brands we sell is Husqvarna. We also offer Toro, Echo. We sell snow and ice control products like SnowX, Hinnaker, and Fisher. So we're a rental center, but we also have landscaping crews, and these crews run primarily Husqvarna equipment. We use Husqvarna zero turns, string trimmers, backpack blowers, along with Husqvarna chainsaws on our tree crew. Here's an example of one of the units that we use on the crew, the new 590 BTS auto-tuned backpack blower. The advantage we have over a big box store would be that we use this equipment. If you come in and ask us a question, we're not answering you from a bullet point on a spec sheet. We're answering your question from experience. We use the equipment, we rent the equipment, we sell the equipment, we maintain it, and we do warranty work on it. It's single digits here in central Wisconsin, and it's a heck of a day to have an outdoor live demo for a chainsaw. So I'm going to make sure I have plenty of questions that we can talk about inside. Why don't we take a look inside and see what's going on? Here's the chainsaws. As you can see, we got the full lineup from the 3120 down to the homeowner saws. All right, what's all the noise out here? Just in time for the action shot. I'm photobombing your video. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have some wood for our 564 demo. Pay attention, this is how the professional wood delivery guys do it.
I don't know how the pros do it. I know myself, just a part-time amateur, is how I do it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think the pros handle the wood too much.
I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit.
No, it's cold. It's really slow.
Yeah.
This is just gravity down, so the hydraulics, when it's so cold, it's not flowing.
Yep.
Usually it's like 2-3 times as fast.
Is it? It can't be. Is it really? It is. It's Santa Saws. How you doing?
Well, this has run 5 weekends worth of tree cutting plus 2 major trade shows and then probably 10 demo opportunities.
And is that filter unique for this saw then?
Yep. I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah.
So the injector sits right here. It's the black component. So once you pull the horn off for the air filter,
Yep.
you're right at the injector.
And we have,
And the injector takes about 6 minutes to replace.
so really the heart of this is going to be the fuel pump behind here.
Yep.
All right, and then below here, this is part of the control
So,
unit.
yep. And now it's just purge and pull,
Purge and pull.
and you're gone.
If I said prime and pull, would you get?
I would be upset.
Would you?
Yeah.
Because you're not really priming.
You're not priming. And so people get that confused all the time because they think that because it has that bulb, that this is a primer. And it's absolutely not. We are not putting any fuel into the cylinder at all. So this is only recirculating fuel from the tank through the fuel system, through the purge, back into the tank.
Purging the air.
And that's to remove air from the fuel. And that's to cool off the fuel if you're in a hot saw condition, because those air bubbles are what prevent saws from starting when it's hot.
Sure.
And so all that circulation does is remove those air bubbles, puts it back into the tank, cools it just a little bit.
But this has some type of crankcase sensor down behind the flywheel.
It's basing it off of the ignition module,
Okay.
and that is also behind the flywheel. So engine temperature is coming from the ignition module as well. It's not coming from an actual temperature sensor.
Okay.
But if the ignition module is hot, you're guaranteed that that engine is going to be, and that's how it's determining its mapping and what it's sending for fuel and air.
I did see, as I was looking on the workshop manual, that there's the pinouts on that control module. And I noticed that 3, 4, and 5 are engine speed in, crankcase temp in, and crankcase pressure. Crankcase pressure, that's interesting.
Yeah, so basically we're looking at PSI, right? So
I mean,
it has the ability to tell that. So if there is an air leak, you're going to have a PSI range that's out of range, and then you'll get a code.
Okay.
Where would an air leak come from? Like a crack?
Crank seals, base gasket,
Fuel line?
crankcase seal.
We don't have it. Do we have an intake boot on here, or is this all hard? Well, there must be something
Yeah,
over there.
there's an intake boot. It might not be in what you printed, but there is an opportunity to put stiffer springs on here if you're going to
For
run
the
a
anti-vibe.
longer bar for the anti-vibe.
Yeah.
So
No, I don't have that here. It's interesting to look at the fuel pump itself because this looks like a carburetor without the venturi.
without the
You have a fuel pump membrane, you've got a metering diaphragm, you've got a needle and metering lever. It just outputs to
that
throttle
injector,
bar.
right?
Yep.
Yep.
Nice. I also noticed that this cylinder doesn't look like regular cylinder.
They changed it a lot.
Must be the
So
in the
that was
casting
for
method?
weight reduction and for cooling.
Okay.
So that allowed for more air to transfer across and not be impeded. So now we get better airflow across the cylinder. And where we're running at higher RPMs, we're going to need to cool it better.
Yep.
So we're doing a completely different cooling system than the competitor is using in their EFI saw.
I didn't know there was competitors.
There's another brand that
I
sells-
love that.
I mean, this looks the same. I know this is
Sure.
a different part number.
It-
There's a different
Yeah, this
feel
changed
to
a little
this
bit as well.
design right here. This is looks like someone else designed it rather than the last guy.
And what I haven't seen is what the wrap is going to look like on this. So I'm excited to see that.
You have you can accept the bigger felling dogs
Yep.
on the cover.
Or a second dogs.
Or a second.
Second set of dogs, right?
It's probably going to be
offered-
a bigger set because with the wrap handle, you'll have
Yeah.
a bigger clutch cover. Sorry, and so it should be a bigger inside spike and second spike.
And that's the way the 562 is offered
Sure,
right now, with
right.
this or with a pair of bigger ones.
Yep.
Stainless muffler, I assume?
Stainless muffler. And again, I think design internally is going to be similar to the 592 because when this thing winds up, you know it.
So 3 screws to access the fuel pump.
Yep.
Looks like this one goes through the anti-vibe. So the cover and the vibe would come off together.
Correct.
Stop switch is pretty basic. What am I?
It's similar. It's, the same basic situation. It's just a little smaller tab, but you don't have to do anything other than push down.
Nice.
What's nice is that with heavy gloves on in the wintertime, you don't bump it.
Yeah. Yep.
And down makes way more sense than up.
Yep. Yeah, the up is.
Just saying.
Yep. Right. Ergonomically, we are very smart in the fact that that's it. It is down and done.
It's the only way to do it right.
Yep.
I want to see one more thing. I noticed that the newer Husqvarnas, sure enough, they're putting the serial number underneath.
Yeah,
it
they
now,
put it on the cylinder now.
which is a good spot because it doesn't get scratched off,
Right.
and you don't have to try and look for it behind this handle.
Oh yeah, that's always a pain.
I will admit though that we almost called you guys like, you forgot to put the
Look
serial.
at
Three of us. So
You
we can
don't
plug into the Husqvarna service hub.
Husqvarna
right here.
service hub plug is right there.
And
So
we'll be able to
basically-
see history.
Yes.
How far last run history?
Yep.
No more than that.
Right. You'll see
Just like
historic
we have
data
now.
for starts and runtime and
Yep.
all of that, but the last 5 minutes of runtime will be historic data. And then there's a little secret to the air filter. When you put it on, there's a little notch where it seats in, and then you can tighten it. Otherwise, people will fight with that. And so knowing about that being able to sit in place is important.
Do you mind if I look at that one?
No, yeah,
Because
go ahead and try
Can
it.
you put it on wrong?
Well, you can get to the point where it won't go on. You can't screw it in. And
Oh,
it's-
I see. The
and it's hard-
notches,
yep.
this cone shape here, and these
Seats.
this crown here,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
I see. What
So
you're
if you don't find that area where it drops in,
getting at.
you'll be trying to turn that and tighten it, and it
I'm
won't
with you.
tighten.
I'm with you.
And my fear is that people will just leave it and just try to
No.
go. And so
It depends if you're the person that bought the saw or if you're the person that's running the saw. Because the guy that bought the saw is going to get that on there exactly the way it belongs.
Yeah.
Never borrow your chainsaw.
Never,
Right?
yeah, never alone, never alone. So I like the fact that we're 1/4 pound lighter than a 562.
Yep.
Mark II, I should say.
Yep.
We're 1/2 pound lighter than the original 562. Body-wise, we're in between a 550 and a 562 Mark II. And then performance-wise, we're at a 70 cc level. I can tell you right now with the hours that I put on this is absolutely my favorite.
Is that right?
That's good to hear.
Yeah. I'm in love with this thing.
I see the numbers. And I don't know how to interpret them, but I see the vibration numbers on here, I think,
Right, we're
are
lower.
way lower.
Yep.
I don't even know what a M/S to the second power is, but it's only a 3 compared to something in the mid-4s on
Yeah.
the other saws. Sure looks good on paper.
Yeah, well, it sure looks good when you have it in your hand too.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear.
And that's, it's funny how some of the intricacies of this, the throttle response, right? People don't, think that's a big deal until you're using it, and all of a sudden you're like, snap, and you're there. And it's, it's kind of like that battery feel almost, where it's instant response. I mean, it's noticeable.
My impression. I just wanted to show people that the coil isn't where you would expect it to be, and now we've improved air intake, right?
Sure.
That's what you're explaining?
Yep. And the other thing now, one of the things about where the coil, the ignition module has always been, is that debris will find its way to it and pack itself over it, right?
That's big on any saw.
So then we get ignition module issues because of the dirt and debris. Now we've taken that away, and so now air movement is that much cleaner and more efficient.
4-pin.
We don't get the debris building up directly on top of the ignition module anymore.
Traditionally, on a 4 series saw, maybe it'd be up here. On a Pro saw, it'd be down here.
Yep.
The pawls look similar. We have the air nozzle for
the air injection.
For air injection,
yep.
Correct?
There's a cooling port that goes behind the cylinder, and there's a cooling port
right there
that goes directly through underneath the front.
Cooling port that goes all the way through.
Yeah.
And the magnets, like you said, they're not on the outside of the flywheel; they're on the back.
The flywheel's smaller, so all that rotational force that you would get normally, like when you have it full throttle and you move the saw, you can feel the saw wanting to pull you in one direction or the other.
You don't have that weight on the outside.
Right.
You've got it in closer to the center line.
And by incorporating that with the outboard clutch on the other side, we now reduce that rotational force even more.
Very nice.
So what's your overall impression being a mechanic that's going to be working on stuff?
It looks very easy to work on, to be honest with you. Something else I looked at, I was pricing components. So if you had a 562 and you are an independent shop that doesn't have access to Husqvarna Service Hub, and you wanted to guess, does it need a coil, does it need a carb? It would cost you $320 to buy those two components right now.
Right.
This saw right now, the fuel pump, the injection nozzle, and the control unit is $10 cheaper than that coil and carb on the 562. So I was happy to see that new technology isn't going to be like price gouging.
Doesn't mean you're breaking the bank.
Right, exactly, exactly.
And fuel consumption. Fuel consumption is huge. And this saw is amazing in consumption because of the technology that we used to
I was admiring that spec on here, the fuel consumption spec, because I was comparing it to, I want to say it's better than a 550.
Oh, it would be comparable to it, yeah.
Where is that number?
Top.
Fuel consumption right here. 424, is that grams per kilowatt hour? What is that? I don't know what that is, but that number is lower than the 550, 562, and quite close to the 572, but lower.
You know, I'll be honest, right? I was worried about how long we waited to get this technology out. But now that I've seen it, and now that I've gotten to run it, and now that I've gotten to promote it and use it, I can see why we took our time with it, because we got it right. I think we used lessons learned to make sure that this was correct.
But this has been in the European market for a year now, or
almost
testing?
8 months.
I've seen a lot of videos overseas of this.
Yep.
You know, I see something right now that is an improvement that maybe a lot of people won't appreciate, but on a lot of models, the bulb is a little bit recessed in the cover.
Yeah.
And here it's easy. Gloves,
a little more pronounced.
Gloves, no problem.
And I think part of the opportunity for where this can be used and when it can be used, that makes things a little easier.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah, I'm super excited about this.
Thumbs up.
So far, so good.
You know, I've been at Husqvarna for 8.5 years, and the most euphoric moment I've had was my hiring date, and then the first day that I got to use this.
What about last night at the casino?
There was some euphoria there for sure.
Not as much.
For sure, not as much as this.
Winning money isn't as important as this saw.
And I have to admit, it was super exciting to be a part of this launch and to be a part of this project, and so
I can see why.
This
is impressive. And it's clean and simple. And it looks like it's going to be easy to work on.
Yeah.
got to be almost out of gas now because I'm running out of gas.
I thought you were going to run until it was done.
Well, I thought it was going to. I like it. Not having an on-off switch now. I like it. It's just started.
Yeah.
That'll take some getting used to because I want to turn it on.
Everybody right. You still look for it.
Yeah. I don't want to cut metal. I think we're good.
Huh?
I don't want to cut metal. I think we're good. Josh, you just goes.
And you still haven't run out of fuel.
No. Yeah, it's still probably got there's a lot of
Eighth
quarter.
of a tank?
Quarter tank maybe. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of cutting.
And we're doing a lot of cutting.
Well, like I said, I noticed when I bought my 5. Very nice.
But it's fun to run.
Oh, very fun.
Like,
There's a big difference between this and my 562.
yeah.
The 562, I want more. I want more. I want more. Then I go to my 572 and it's like, yes. And that's what this is like.
Yeah.
And then the 592, it's like, hang on. So, yeah, very nice.
Still going.
That is light.
Yeah, it is.
Once again, the smile says it all.
That is impressive. That is a
light as it is,
lights
it
off
There's
for
a
that
lot.
power.
There's a lot to it.
I've ran plenty of 572s already. This is impressive.
Yeah. It's substantially better than a 562.
I would agree. Yeah. Throttle response, I mean, and then RPMs alone.
That's a 62. Basically, they're taking the short stroke of a 550 and adding a 70 cc piston.
Okay. All right. No, that is. I guess I held it on the table, but it's not the same.
No, you got to cut.
No, once you're in the wood, it's like, holy cow.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
There it goes.
That is impressive.
Yeah, and the more I cut, the more I like it too. It's as advertised.
Fuel consumption.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, you still didn't run it out.
No,
I was
exactly.
waiting.
Still funny.
I was waiting for the sputter.
Well, that was kind of one of the concerns, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah. And I'm just such a huge fan of auto-tune, and now this, and this is done right.
Right.
I love this. This is the most exciting thing for me. You know, I was telling Scott earlier, right? There are euphoric moments in my life, right? And
Sure.
one of them when I was hired by Husqvarna. And the other was when I became a forestry teacher. And now, that has brought me the same feeling that I had when I got hired by this company. But I mean, I've been here 8.5 years, and to not have that real build-up anymore,
Sure.
this was a big deal.
Okay. That's pretty comparable now. At this point. You're going slower. You're trying to make me a believer.
You're sandbagging your neck.
You're trying to make me a believer. Damn it.
Pretty
It does
damn
feel better with
close.
that chain.
Nicely done.
Is that an X cut or is that just a stock chain?
They're both same chain,
So look,
same bar.
5.4. Fucking
How much?
Because that's going to be 1,200 and change.
How much are those?
$11.99. But here's the best part.
How are these bigger?
I'll run way longer than you'll run on that.
What? Bigger
Because
fuel?
I'm better fuel efficient.
Oh yeah, it went long time.
But think about
It won't
this,
do
right? 62 cc's versus 70 exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm keeping up with you.
Yeah.
The weight and the vibration. The vibration was, I didn't expect that.
I
Lack of.
I will definitely be buying one when you get them. Put me on the list.
Will do.
We had fun cutting some wood. We got to play with some new saws and some other saws, and it was fun.
Absolutely.
It was a
Got
good
to
day.
do some head-to-head, compare the new 564. Impressive.
We
Fuel-
ran it against 372 and the 572, and
Yep.
everyone got to see that this keeps up with no problem.
It did an awesome job. Absolutely awesome.
Fuel consumption was no problem at all.
I couldn't run it out. It just kept going.
Power to weight, unbelievable. It's such a light frame. No, all around impressed.
A great day here at Modern Rentals for sure.
Thanks again, Rick.
We
for
had a lot of
stopping
fun.
by, having a lot of
Thanks
fun.
for coming, Rick.
Chris as well.
Pleasure. Always
And-
fun working with you, Chris.
Hope to see them first quarter, mid-end February
Or week 5.
or week 5. Come to Modern Rentals to get one.
Yeah, get on the list. Order now. Call now. Get here today.
Yeah. Well, no. Unfortunately, I can't accept any deposits, pre-buys, or orders. We'll put your name on a list, and they'll come first come, first serve. We'll call you when they come in.
Awesome. That's
All
so
right.
great.
All right. Thanks again,
Thanks,
guys.
everyone.
That
Merry
was a lot
Christmas.
of fun. Merry Christmas
good.
from Santa Claus.
Santa
Santa
sauce.
sauce.
Santa
Santa
sauce.
sauce.
Should be wearing your hat.